Shalom, shalom, Yahshua. All praises to Yahuwah Mashiach. Indeed, His mercy endures forever. Shalom to the entire family. Shalom to all of you. All praises to Yahuwah Mashiach. Indeed, His mercy endures forever. Shalom to the entire family. Shalom, 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 shalom. All praises to Yahuwah Mashiach. Indeed, His mercy endures forever. Let us start with the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. To give thanks to Yah, to His beloved Son HaMashiach Yahushua. The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Adonai HaMashiach, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Him. The Most High commands us to do everything to Him via HaMashiach Yahushua. For every why, there is a because or several becauses. Let's see why we have to give thanks to the Most High via HaMashiach Yahushua. Let's go to the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 6. John, chapter 14 and verse 6. HaMashiach saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Therefore, for us to have access to the Father, we have to, we must, we should, and we ought to go through HaMashiach Yahushua. Now let's go to the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. The minute we stray away from the laws of Yah, we must, we should, we have to, and we ought to expect death. Welcome to Life or Death. Shalom to all of you. I see that there are 3 of you watching. You all know the drill. Like or dislike the class. Shalom to Sister Lisa, my dear sister, shalom. Shalom to all of you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. You all know that this class is about interaction. So be ready to ask your questions concerning the topic, and also be ready to answer the questions concerning the topic. The topic for the class tonight is thou shalt covet. Thou shalt covet. You may see that in the thumbnail, I have a yellow vehicle with the light on. I would like you to let me know why and what are the meanings of what you are seeing. You will see a Covet with its light on, with a shiny yellow color. I would like you to give me the meanings of what you are seeing, or the meaning of everything that you are seeing in the thumbnail. Brother Don Israel Tamid, Shalom, my dear brother. Abanawa Yahawa, Bahashem, Amashiach Yahawa Shai Brakatha. Brother Don Israel, and all of you who are currently watching, look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail and let me know what is the meaning of the title. Thou shalt covet. You will see a yellow vehicle with its light on. I would like you to let me know why. And what are the meanings behind everything that you are seeing. They say that the yellow color is a color that makes itself known. There is a reason I put it, so I would like you to let me know. Let's move, let's go. You all know that this class is for you, and we are here. We at the Light of Zion, we are your servants. We are here to teach you. The title says, Thou shalt covet. It goes against what we have been learning in Exodus 20, correct? Yes or no? Take your time and let me know what you are seeing. Thou shalt covet. Sister Lisa says it looks like wanting the things of the world. Well, my dear sister, if it is so, in what sense? Is it in a bad sense or a good sense? Let us be more explicit. Let us start with the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Chapter 12. We all remember that the church of Corinth had plenty of issues, to the point that Paul had to reprove them, and also Paul had to write them 3 letters that are compiled into 2 letters. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Yeah, I put a yellow car. The yellow means that if the Most High is shining on you and things are going good for you spiritually or physically, that is not a bad thing. Mother Israel says, having a beautiful temple and letting your light shine. That is good. That is good. But there is more. There is more. And letting your light shine. That is good, but there is more to it. Sister Lisa says, wanting the materialistic things of the world, so I will say it is in a bad sense. Well, my dear Sister Lisa, if it is in the bad sense, should you, I know you are a nurse, should you be unhappy if your employer gives you a raise for you to buy a better good looking car, or for you to buy a car that is up to your liking? We are going to talk today. Remember, this class is about you, is for you, in the Most High through Amashiach Yahawashai. You are welcome to say what you are thinking. Brother Denbo says, Shalom, Captain. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Brother Denbo. Shalom, mighty brother. Brother Denbo, the question that we have for tonight is, Thou shalt covet. What does that mean? And in the thumbnail, in the picture that you see, what can you infer about the title. Brother Israel says, pardon your spiritual life after this physical call. That is a good, Brother Israel, that is good too, that is good too, that is good, that is good. There is more to it. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Now, in fact, let's go first to the book of Exodus 20. What is the meaning of the word Exodus? What is the meaning of the word Exodus? Brother Denbo says the material things in life that are not important. Well, I see your idea, but water is important to us, is it not? Yes, we are going to see. We are going to see. Let's go first to the book of Exodus chapter 20. Now, the 10th commandment says, thou shalt not covet. Now, Exodus means to leave. Exodus. Yes, Sister Lisa, Exodus means to leave, departure. Sister Mina is your shalom, my dear sister. They say a text without context is a pretext. A text with no context is a pretext. What does that mean? I see that there are 10 of you watching. What is the meaning of that statement? A text without context is a pretext. What is the meaning of that statement? A text without context is a pretext. What does that mean? To covet, the verb to covet means to wish for earnestly, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. To covet means to wish for earnestly, covet an award, desire what belongs to another inordinately or culpably. Sister Lisa says, context is to read as it is written. Pretext is to make your own determination before you have clear understanding. Brother Denbo says an excuse. Yes, in a sense that if you are saying something without the sense that it has to, what you are saying basically is nothing but you are beginning to say something, or basically you are trying to say something that is not clear, or which is the beginning of a statement in some sense. Let's see why. I mean that it is not a text. Yes, brother Donizo, it is a text. I mean that it is something that you are saying, but it has no sense. Let's get that in the book of Exodus 20. One thing about the Most High is that everything that He is telling us to do, everything is spelled out correctly. He told Moses to make the 7 candlesticks, plain and simple. 3 branches on the right and 3 branches on the left and 3 branches on the right, with one in the middle. Everything is, whenever the Most High advises us to do something, He spelled it out correctly for us to understand, meaning that you don't have to go through all the corners of the earth to understand what he says. Everything is plain and simple. Let's go very quick to the book of Exodus 20. We are going to see something very quick to see how specific the Most High is. He is not doing everything is in its context for you to understand. Exodus 20. Remember, the title of the class is Thou Shalt Not Covet. Thou shalt covet. The title of the class is Thou Shalt Covet. But in the 10th commandment, the Most High says, Thou shalt not covet. Let's see what the Most High says in its context. The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, I am the Most High, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So from the get-go, he tells us who he is and that he is our power, that we belong to him. Now let's go to the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 17. Verse 17 says, Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is, nor anything that is, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. What is the Most High saying here? Let's go, Sister Lisa. What is the Most High saying here in that verse? Brother Don Israel Tamid, what is he saying here? Brother Denbo, what is he saying here? All 11 of you who are currently watching, what is he saying in its context? This phone is my phone. Now, if a brother wants to take it from me by trying to hurt me to take it, this brother now is covering my phone. Meaning that, yeah, Brother Denbo, you do not envy what somebody has to the point that you want to take it from him. This is what the Most High is saying. But now, if we, yes, the Most High is saying, do not be jealous of what your neighbor has because he can bless you. Yes, Sister Lisa, meaning that if your brother has something, in no way, shape, or form should you have jealousy for it to the point that you want to take it from him. No, this is what the Most High is saying. If you have something, I should not want to take it from you or be jealous of you for that. No. This is what the Most High is saying. When he says, thou shalt not covet what belongs to your neighbor. Now, let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Because in the title of the class, we says, thou shalt covet, meaning you should wish to have things. In the church, they gave us a gospel that has been killing us. The gospel that they gave us in the church has been messing us up. Let's see what Paul had to advise the Corinthians. Sister Ushuaia, shalom, my dear sister, shalom. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, we are going to start at verse 27. In the truth, everybody is somebody. Meaning, all 9 of you are currently watching, you have your place in the Lord's vineyard. If you choose to be a lonely light, That is up to you. But when it comes to the truth, everybody is somebody. Brother Don Isotamid says, Proverbs 6:24, for jealousy is the wage of a man, therefore he will not spare. Yes, in the sense that if you are jealous of somebody for what he has, that is bad jealousy. Meaning that in the sense that you go against what the Most High says in the 10th commandment. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians 12, verse 27. Now ye are the body of Hamashiach, and members in particular. Yes, brother Israel, I'm glad you have Proverbs 6:25. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou gives many gifts. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. But now let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians 12, verse 27. Now ye are the body of Hamashiach. All 10 of you who are currently watching, you are part of the truth. It is up to you now to develop the gifts that the Most High gives to you via Hamashiach Yahawashi. Meaning that personally, my job here as a captain who is in charge of the bishopship department, I am in charge of making sure that that AC is working fine, that the school is cleaned, that before the chief minister comes to do his class, that everything here is in good standing, and that that sensor here has charcoal and frankincense and myrrh for the class for the entire day and for the duration of the class, because our aim is to burn the incense throughout the entire class. So yes, all of us have our part in the truth. It is up to you now to analyze, to see, hey, what am I good at? What can I do to be a servant of the Most High via Hamashiach Yahawashi and to all Israel? Know what you have and develop your talents. Why? Because before you become selfless, you are to be selfish first. Before you become selfless, you are to be selfish first. Take your time to develop your craft. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28. And the Most High have set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Meaning that there are plenty of offices in the truth. You see that when it comes to life or death, we are always telling you, we are always advising you to use your talents in the truth, to be an actor, not a spectator. Are all apostles? The word apostle means person sent. Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Meaning that do we have people, are all people speak different, are all people in the body, or do all people in the body speak different languages? Do all interpret? Verse 31. But covet, honestly, the best gifts. That is why whenever you are reading the Bible, you have to read the Bible in its proper context. Now, what Paul is saying here is that, hey, if you see something that you want to do, if you ask the Most High that, and also you put yourself in the way for the Most High to mold you to do it, that is not a problem. Let me give you an example very quick. The elders here, they teach us to observe them and also observe other teachers. And from there, you'll be able to develop yourself, your own pattern of teaching. What did I do? Oftentimes I watch different teachers to see how they teach. And from that, all praises to Allah Mashiach, I am able to adapt myself in my own sense to know how to teach the word of Yah to the people of Yah. Verse 31, 1 Corinthians 12:31. But covet earnestly the best gifts. So if you see a teacher that is teaching and you like his way of teaching, if you mold yourself after his way of teaching, this is not a problem. Brother Anderson, this was elder. Shalom, elder. Shalom, elder. Shalom, elder. Shalom, elder. That is so if you see somebody in the truth that you want to pattern yourself after, you want to be like him in the sense that you want to adopt some of his qualities, this is not a problem. This is what Paul is saying here. That is why the title of the class is Thou Shalt Covet. Meaning that if you see something that you want to do, something that you can do, you ask the Most High to give you the ability, and you mold yourself in that sense to do it, this is not a problem. That is why whenever we read the Bible, we have to understand its context. Sister Juris Moriah Yasharala. Shalom, my dear sister. Shalom, sister. Sister Juris Moriah Yasharala. Shalom, my dear sister. I know you are in Missouri. We haven't seen you for the last 15 years. My dear sister, what is going on? You know you are part of the family. Those of you who are not in Florida or who are in other states that are friends of the Light of Zion, it is always a pleasure to see you. That is why we always advise you to come to see your brothers and sisters. Not only that, in Florida, we have the best weather. So come and enjoy with your brothers and sisters while you are enjoying yourself in the best weather in the world. So Israel, if you want to have the gift to heal people, that is a good thing. That is if you ask the Most High for this gift, that is a good ask. The problem that we have is that oftentimes we tend to misunderstand the scriptures. Not because the Most High is not clear, but because we don't want to. In the nation, we need people that can heal those who are sick, those that can pray for others when they are sick, those that can do miracles for the Most High through Hamashiach Yahushai in every sense, physically or spiritually. Now, you all see that I have a yellow car. The physical sense of that. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 10. says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. But in verse 9, he says, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. We have to understand one thing. The Most High through Mashiach is our Father. So if we want to ask the Most High for the things that we need and want, it is not a bad thing. Now let's go to the book of First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. What is the meaning of that statement here? The word for here means because. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Sister Lisa, what does that mean? Sister Ushuaia, what does that mean? Brother Anderson de Sous, Elder, what does that mean? What does that mean? What is Paul saying here? Before you give me the answer, let's go first to the book of 2 Peter 3 and verse 15. Let's see what Paul had to say concerning the writings of Paul. We all know that. Before we go further, Sister Amina says only evil can come from wanting more money. Well, there is more to it. But before we get the meaning of that verse, who did Paul learn from? Before we go further, to get the understanding of what Peter said, Sister Mina says from Peter, yes, kind of, but at first, what doctor of law did he learn from? Brother Don Israel Tamid, who did Paul learn from? Let's get the answer very quick. Let's go to the book of Acts 22. Sister Joshua said, yeah, how? Yes, Brother Don Israel, yes. Gamaliel. Let's get that. These are, many of our brothers were doctors of the law, but many of them were not really practicing the law. Let's see what Paul had to say in Acts 22 and verse 3. I am verily a man, which I am a Jew, but in Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, yet brought up in the city at the feet of Gamaliel. Gamaliel was a scholar at that time, so Paul learned from him. Okay, now we are now in the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 15. Let's see what Paul had to say concerning the writings of Paul. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 15. Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 15. An account that the long suffering of our Adon is salvation, even indeed as our beloved brother Paul, also according to the wisdom given unto him, hath written unto you, as also in all his epistles, in all his letters, speaking in them of things of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also as they do also the other scriptures, unto their own destruction. What Paul is saying is that the writings of Paul, many of the things that Paul wrote about, these things, it is hard for you to understand Paul. Now we are going back to 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. I want you to give me the meaning of that statement. For the love of money is the root of all evil. What does that really mean? Sister Lisa says, having an ungodly attraction to money and coveting what your neighbor has in a manner that makes you want to steal or take it. Yes, Sister Lisa, yes, in that sense. But what is Paul saying here more in the sense of what is in that statement? He says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Yes, Sister Mina is yeah, you make money now and I do now. Why? Let's go now to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Yes, Sister Lisa, you make money your God now. This is what Paul is saying. Why? Ecclesiastes chapter 12. No, 7. Yes, Sister Jewess Moriah. Yes, I would say it is a form of idol worshiping. Yes. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. Let's see what the Most High says in Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Now, we say money, but this can extend to many things. For instance, many of our brothers and sisters that are highly educated, for instance, they may be engineers or dentists. Oftentimes, they want to rub their profession in our face in a bad manner, not in a good manner. Putting themselves on a pedestal. Let's see what the Most High says here in Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. So these two scriptures, they they go against one another. But when you read them in the proper context, you understand what the Most High is saying. Having money or desiring to have good things in this world is not a bad thing. Good things, meaning that spiritually and physically, this is not a bad thing. I see that there are 10 of you watching. Tell me what spiritual gift that you are coveting after, that you would like to have. Let's go. This class. Listen, this class is for the Most High Mashiach, for you. You are welcome to let. In fact, it is a good thing. In fact, let's go very quickly to the book of Philippians, chapter 4. Let's see what Paul had to advise the brothers and sisters in Philippi. Philippians, yep, Sister Lisa says, I want to be able to precept the Bible like the brothers I see. That is a good spiritual thing. That is good, my sister. Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6. Let's see what the Most High says. Be careful for nothing, meaning that do not worry about anything. Meaning you have to worry about anything. Verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests, S, be made be made known unto the Most High. Brother Denbo, let me know what spiritual gift would you like to have? Or what spiritual and physical gift that you'd like to have? I see that there are 11 of you watching. Remember, this class is for you. Yes, Sister Brother Denbo says what my sister Lisa said. Yes, my brother. That is a good gift that I wanted to have too. Until I start watching brothers and sisters, brothers teaching, and guess what? I learned from these brothers, and from what I learned, I am able to develop my own training by precepting the Bible. So to know some precepts, that is a good thing. That is a good spiritual gift. We have to get that gift. It is plain and simple. Make your requests be known to the Most High via prayer and supplication. Brother Don Israel Tamid, what spiritual gift would you like to have? Brother Don Israel Tamid says the gift of speaking tongues. Yep, there are lots of Venezuelan brothers and sisters living over here now, and I would love to share the word of Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh with them. That is a good thing, Brother Denbo. Hey, to tell them know that Jesus Cristo te ama. Jesus Cristo no es blanco. Jesus Cristo es un negro. That is a good thing for us to learn different languages and be able to share the word of Yah with our people in different languages. Why? Let's get that in the book of Isaiah 28, verse 11. Remember, Paul says that when you covet for these things, this is a good thing. In fact, let's see it again. 1 Corinthians 12. Verse 28. 1 Corinthians 12, verse 28. And the Most High hath set some in the church. First apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Now, Sister Lisa says, I'm currently teaching myself sign language, something I've always wanted to learn. That is a good thing, my dear sister. Our people who are unable to speak, you can speak with them in sign languages. When you come into the truth, that doesn't mean that you have to start your drive. No. In fact, your drive should be on a higher level. It is a good thing. Understand that we are a nation. We are rebuilding our nation. And in the rebuilding of our nation, we have to put our bricks in. What am I doing right now? You all know it. Listen, when it comes to us here, we are an open book. What am I doing right now? Right now, our position to Yahshua Mashiach, as the head of the bishopship department in the Light of Zion, I am holding a fundraising event for the Light of Zion. What did I tell you? I told you that every week I will give you a report. Last week, all praises to Yahshua Mashiach, we collected $13. And so far for this week, we have $11. Little by little, we are doing our best to get that money for the Most High through Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Why? Because this building here, we want to keep it. Also, Israel, whenever we have a feast day, for instance, Passover, that money we can use it to rent a spot. All praise to Allah. What I'm doing, I am part of what Paul says here. 1 Corinthians 12. Let's read that verse again. Verse 28. And the Most High hath set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps. I can say some of you already applying this. For instance, Sister Lisa, for instance, Brother Denbo, for instance, Brother Don Israel. Many of you, Sister Ushuaia, all of you have been helping one way or another, either by donating or by praying. So all of you, many of you already have this gift. What I'm doing is taking that on another level. Hey, see how I can collect as much money as I can, as we can. It is for the Most High through Mashiach Yahushai, for the light of Zion. That is why we also advise you to take part of it if you want to. Everything that we are doing, whether it is selling what we have across the street in the flea market, every week we will come here and give you a report. But let me put it in the chat very quick. It is called Operation Restoration. Oh, renovation. For week 1, we collected $13. And that money already I put it last week in the box. And the $11 that I currently have, before I leave, I will put it also in the box for the light of Zion. Sister Brother Denbo says, what's the goal? Yes, Brother Denbo, the goal is to collect as much money as we can for the light of Zion. And that money, we will use it to pay for the rent and to pay for any spot that we rent for this so-called year. Meaning, that money we can use it to pay for the spot that we are going to hold Passover at, feast dedication at. So this is the reason why we are collecting that money. This is the reason why we are holding this fundraising event. We are doing what Paul says here. We are nothing but helpers. In verse 28, he says, and the Most High have set some in the church, first as apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps. So this is what we are doing. Brother Denbo says, how much is the goal? Well, Brother Denbo, the reason why we do not put any amount to it is because we do not know how much we can collect, because many of our people are going through financial issues. That's why I don't put any amount to it so far. But if our people want to give any amount they give will be well appreciated. And we will give everything. All the proceeds will go to the light of Zion. We want to collect as much money as we can. We want to raise as much money as we can. Let's go to the book of Romans chapter 16. I love this chapter. Let's see what Paul had to say to our brothers and sisters that were in Rome. Romans chapter 16, verse 1. I commend unto you, Phoebe, our sister, which is a servant of the church which is at Cenchrea, that ye receive her in the Most High, as becometh saints, and that ye assist her in whatsoever business she hath need of you. For, meaning because she hath been a succorer of many, and of myself also. Meaning that sister helped Paul and plenty of other brothers and sisters. At the of Zion, we also have the heart department that is there to help folks who are going through financial issues. So at the of Zion, we are doing what the Most High commands us to do. Now, I want to know this one is different. This fundraising is different. I am a firm believer that I have to be grateful to people. So if you give to this operation, you have to send me a screenshot. And once I get the screenshot, I will call you to thank you. I am a firm believer in that. If you give to this operation, I have to call you and thank you. That's the way I believe it. So if any of you want to take part of this operation, send your screenshot to. Once you send it to, send your donation to $THEEE LOZ or Help Hand Group or via Zelle to Help Hand Group at gmail.com. Then send the screenshot to. This is the phone number that we are here for the school. This phone number here, send the screenshot to it. 754 367 4052. Because you all know how we do here, how we act here. We are an open book. If you give to this operation, we must, we should, we have to, and we ought to call you to thank you. Plain and simple. So if you want to take part in this operation, send your donation to the $VLOZ or via Zelle at helphandgroup@gmail.com. Then send the screenshot to 754 367 4052 for us to call you and thank you. It is what it is. If you are giving to an operation, we have to call you to thank you. That it is what it is. Plain and simple. Elder Emwemizo, Shalom Elder. Elder, Shalom Elder. Elder. Shalom Elder. Happy to see you. Yes, Israel. If you want to have good things in this world, spiritually and physically, that is not a bad thing. But we ought to do everything within the commandments of the Most High. Thou shalt covet means that if you want the Most High to give you the gift to heal people, that is a good gift to want to have. Brother Denbo says, so when I donate to the LOZ Lee County, you want me to send you a screenshot? No, brother, no. No, I'm talking about for this operation itself. That's why you see that I put Operation Renovation. Operation Renovation is something that is different from everything. It is something that we are holding from the 1st of January all the way to the 31st of March. This one is different from everything. It is something that we at the Bishopship Department are doing. We have a storage room across the street. Everything that we have there, our aim is to take them to a flea market to sell them. Take copper, anything that we can sell, we sell them to the recycling station too. So this operation, my brother, is different. This one is all about a fundraising event for the Light of Zion. It has nothing to do with anything else. So this is what it is. So basically, this is what we are doing. We are doing our best to collect as much money as we can to give to the Light of Zion for us to be able to pay the rent and also to pay for any spot that we hold a feast at. Operation Renovation is different from everything else. Israel, let's go now to the book of Psalm 72, verse 18. Psalm 72, verse 18. Let's see what the Most High says in Psalm 72, verse 18. We would like to thank all of you for all your prayers and for all your donations. I've asked donations because I know that many of you sometimes, in fact, it was a brother that sent those holders to us. So thank you very much for everything that you have been sending to the Light of Zion. Thank you very much, Israel. Psalm 72, verse 18. Psalm chapter 72, verse 18. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of Israel, the power of our dear sister, Sister Lisa. Sister Lisa, when will we see you here? Meaning, when will you leave Jacksonville to come to spend at least a Sabbath day with your brothers and sisters here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida? Meaning, take it from Jacksonville to Broward County, meaning from Duval County to Broward County. It is only a 4-hour drive. Sister Lisa says, you will see me in March, definitely. So in March, we know we are going to hold the feast of, we are going to have 3 days of feast. Destruction of Nicanor, opening of Purim, and closing of Purim. So Sister Lisa, if it is Yahweh Mashiach, it will be a pleasure to see you. Shalom to our dear brother. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of our dear brother, Brother Don Israel Tamid. Blessed be the Most High Power, the power of our dear sister, Sister Mina Israel. Sister Mina, I know you are in Portland, Oregon. My dear sister, when will we see you here to spend at least a Sabbath day with your brothers and sisters. I know our dear brother, the Hebrew scholar, Brother Don Israel, is currently in Trinidad and Tobago. He is in another country. That is fine. But you are already in the US of A. Yes, talking to you online is a good thing. But when we see you face to face, the the atmosphere is different. How do I know? When I talk to Elder Emram Israel on the phone, yes, but when we interact face to face, like we did a couple weeks ago, it was better. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of Israel, the power of our dear brother, Brother Denbo in North Carolina. My dear brother, I know. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of our dear sister, Sister Ushuaia. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of our elder, Elder Edson de Sous. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of Israel, the power of our dear sister, Sister Juris Moriah Yasharala. Sister Juris Moriah Yasharala, my dear sister, we have not seen you for 15 years. When will you come back to see us again? Sister Mina Israel says, I can't say, but Lord willing, when I'm able, may the Lord allow it. Yes, my dear sister, but here's the caveat. If you come to Florida to spend at least a Sabbath day with us, that will be good. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of Israel, the power of our dear Elder Emram Israel. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of Israel, the power of our dear sister, Sister Deborah Dennis in Chatham, Massachusetts. Blessed be the Most High power, the power of Israel, the power of all the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Brother Don Israel, shalom, my dear brother. Thank you very much, Brother Don Israel Tamid. Thank you, my dear brother. Israel, we love you. We are dedicated to do our best, serve the Most High through Hamashiach Yahawashai, and to serve you. For today, for week number 2, in Operation Renovation, we collect $11. All praises to Yahweh Mashiach. So Israel, every week we are going to give you a tally because we have to be open book. Let's end with Psalm 133. Psalm 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that went down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there Yahweh commended the blessing, even life forevermore. Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Sawada Samyad Aman. Shalom Yahshua, all praises to Yahshua Mashiach. Our prayer is for the Most High to give you His Spirit, for you to stray away from sins, and for the Most High Mashiach to send, in fact, for the Most High to send His beloved Son, Hamashiach Yahweh, to provide you with the security and safety that you do need. Shalom. Let us covet after all the good things that the Most High creates, those things that are spiritually made and physically made, and for us to serve the Most High through Hamashiach Yahweh in spirit and in truth. Before we end, Sister Jewess Mariah Yasharala, when will we see you again? When will we see you again, my dear sister? You are holding the class. You are holding the class. We want to end, but you don't want us to end. When will we see you again? Because last week I saw Elder Emram Israel. No, 2 weeks ago, I saw Elder Emram Israel. We were happy to see the elder. Sister Mariah, when will we see Sister Jewess Mariah Yasharala? We have to end in 3 minutes. When will we see you again? I want all of you to know that we all love you. You are part of the family. We are your brothers and sisters. As the Light of Zion, we see you as brothers and sisters. At the Light of Zion, our aim is to serve the Most High through Hamashiach Yahweh. Sister Jewess Mariah Yasharala, when will we see you again? Shalom to Sister Iliada Israel. Shalom, my dear sister. This is our first time seeing you, my sister. Shalom. Welcome to the family of life or death. Sister Jewess Mariah Yasharala says, have to get my finances together, Most High willing, sometime this year. That is a good thing, my dear sister. We'll be happy to see you. Mother Don Israel says, Lord willing, I can be here in March or April. All praises to Yahweh Mashiach, my dear brother. That's good. Remember, we all love you. We love you. May the Most High Mashiach bless you abundantly. But let's end with that scripture very quick. Let's end with 3 John chapter 2. The book of 3 John chapter 2, on 3 John first chapter and second verse. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. Shalom.